The money, the cars, the houses, none of this shit means anything to me, bro. It never has. And that's how I was able to make it all happen. What is going on, y'all? Welcome to the video. Today we're gonna do something a little bit different because this little gadget that I just unboxed is called the DJI Osmo Pocket 3, and it's a camera. And the crazy thing is, if you look at my main camera setup here, this is the Sony a7S III. This is a $6,000 setup once you include the mic and everything. Well, this small little camera costs $600. It's tiny, right? This thing easily fits in your hand. You can fit 3 of these in your hand, and it's supposed to have shockingly good image quality, like almost as good as the a7S III. I can't imagine it's gonna be as good, but as an experiment, we're gonna film this entire video on the new little camera. And then at the end, I'm gonna let you know what I think.
I'm getting tired of losing faith in everything I see. The beauty in the stars.
Beautiful Saturday morning down here at the port. We're about to shoot a new Edge collection that is dropping in like 2 weeks. And I actually got to give a big shout out to you guys for this one because y'all might remember back in the summertime we dropped the Element tee and shorts. And after those dropped, I got a DM that was like, bro, this fabric is sick. What if you did an Element hoodie and joggers? And look what we did. We did an Element hoodie and joggers. I'm a little bit jealous. I didn't think of this idea myself because these are so fucking sick to fit on these joggers. I'll take credit for the design though. So for this shoot, we are gonna use the new camera, but we're also gonna use the professional camera because this is for brands content and I can't take that risk. So I'm curious, for the montage you're about to see, can you tell which shots were filmed on which camera? Bro, I just realized that I owe you guys something that I haven't given you yet. I'm talking about the official How to Beast review of the brand new Kanye West album, Vultures 1. What's your score out of 10?
8.5 out of 10. It's really good.
We've been listening to this nonstop the last 3 days. For me, it's a beautiful big titty butt naked women just don't fall out the sky, you know. Out of 10, aka 10 out of 10. The GOAT does it again. I genuinely believe that Kanye West is the greatest musician of all time. He's up there with the Beatles. He's been doing this shit over 20 years. The amount he's changed the music industry over that time is undeniable. And if you want to know what the top 3 albums, the top 3 songs from the album are, because you don't want to listen through the whole thing a million times like me. Number 1, Carnival.
Best one.
Number 2, Back to Me. That's the beautiful big titty butt naked women just don't fall out the sky, you know. And number 3, Problematic. So on the last call I had with the Beast Nation guys, I got asked a question that honestly, no one's ever asked me before.
What do you think that is the main drive that sets you apart from all other like YouTubers and everything in business, man? What do you think is unique about you?
So our guy March, who first of all is a complete beast, doing the call shirtless outside in February in Alaska, he stumped me for a second and he got me thinking, like, what have I done differently versus the millions of other YouTubers out there that's allowed me to break through to 1.5 million subscribers, get everything that I have in my life? What have I done differently? And after thinking about it for a while, I thought of 3 things. These 3 things would be my competitive advantage. And these aren't basic shit like stay consistent and, you know, make higher quality content. Like, I'm gonna reveal my fucking secret sauce to you guys. And the beauty is you can actually steal these 3 things, start using them in your life to overcome whatever competition you're facing and get to the top. And real quick, before we get to that, there is something else that's gonna help you get to the top in life. And that is, of course, having a sick beard that brings out your jawline, which is why I decided to partner with Manscaped to be the sponsor of today's video. So y'all have probably noticed over the last few years, I've done a lot to level up my jawline and my beard game. And some of that is, you know, aging like some fine wine, but most of it is just having a proper beard grooming routine and also having the right tool for the job, which is why I'm a massive fan of the Beard Hedger Pro from Manscaped. So step 1 is trimming. See this crease in your neck right here? Trimming all of the hairs below there completely. So I got no guard on here. I'm gonna turn it on. And I'm just gonna go around. I'm gonna do this every other day of the week. And that's gonna really bring out the jawline because it creates contrast between the beard and the clean skin below. Now, step 2 is to keep this top line nice and sharp. That's gonna give the illusion of having a more full beard. So I'm gonna take the same thing, no guard on here, and I'm gonna just right here trim all the hairs above that line to really bring that out. Step 3, put on the guard. Then I'm gonna set this to number 8, and for me, that's the right length to trim my entire beard and just make sure it's a good overall length. And the final step is to fade in the top of the beard. It's gonna give it a more aggressive look. So I'm gonna work my way down all the way till number 3, and then that's what's gonna be used at the top there, so it's a little bit shorter and slowly gets longer. I've been doing this for years, and trust me, bro, there is no better tool for the job than the Manscaped Beard Hedger Pro. And because Manscaped's sponsoring the video, they're hooking us up with a coupon code to get you 20% off plus free shipping worldwide. Just click that first link in description to grab yours today and take your beard game and your jawline to the next level. Gains time, baby. About to hit a full body workout. We're back on the advanced 3-day full body grind in the Beastly app. I'm gonna take you guys through the whole workout, and then after that, we're gonna break down the 3 things. Let's get it. Gains, bro. Workout complete. So the first thing, God damn, this cold is still freezing, bro. Not ideal post-workout, but the first thing I did differently is that I never had this big grandiose vision of wanting to be a millionaire and have all this shit. Like back when I got started, I was like, yo, if I can just make $100K a year working for myself, not having to answer to someone else, that'll make me happy. That'll be a big win. And I think a lot of guys today, they compare themselves. Maybe they don't compare themselves, but they want to be like the guys who have the lifestyle, they have the money, they have all this shit. And that's going to create a lot of resistance to getting started because there's so much distance between you and what you're aiming for. And then it can seem impossible or not achievable. For me, I was like, yo, if I can just get like 5,000 views per YouTube video and then intelligently monetize the channel, which is something anyone can do, like that's realistic, then I can get to that 100K a year. So I didn't have all these excuses. I was right, let's just get to work. Now, the second thing I did differently, and you gotta realize this is back in the days of like OG fitness YouTube, and I was seeing these guys getting sponsored by Gymshark or Alphalete, and whenever that happened, this guy would immediately blow up. He'd be able to collaborate with the top names, his views would go up, his followers would go up, and I was sitting there bitter and jealous, like, fuck these guys. My content is better than these other guys, but they're being gifted success. And little by little, I actually kind of like molded this resentment and this bitterness into this pride that like, you know what? Fuck it. No one's gonna help me out. No one's gonna save me. I have to take responsibility. It's gonna be me. I'm gonna grind this shit up little by little depending on no one else. And it allowed me to take this ultimate responsibility and focus all of my effort into how do I make each video better than the last video until they get to the point they're so good you can't even fucking ignore how good they are. And the wild thing is that 2 or 3 years later, I actually did get sponsored by Alphalete after I built myself into the type of influencer that would make sense for them to sponsor. And the third thing I've done differently, this is the biggest part of my competitive advantage, is the commitment I made to myself back January 2017 that I was gonna upload 2 videos per week, every single week, no matter fucking what. It's been over 7 years, and guess what? How many uploads have I missed? Not one single fucking upload. If I was in the hospital bed next week, bro, you guys would still get 2 videos. I can't help myself but stick to this. Can you name another influencer who's done this? I know guys who've been around for 7 or 8 years, and there's not even too many of those guys, but even all of them, they take a week off, they take a month off, they take a little break here or there. And look, I'm not saying like, oh, I'm the greatest influencer of all time. No, I'm not delusional. I've never, been in the spotlight or been the trending guy like a Christian Guzman back in the day or Andrew Tate or Iman Ghazi, but I've just been silently pounding away nonstop for 7 years. I'm not gonna stop. I'm gonna keep fucking going. And I put myself on the map. And just to be clear, I'm not special. It's just simple fucking mathematics. If I upload 2 videos per week and I'm trying to make the content better, and I'm not doing it mindlessly. From time to time, I'm taking a step back and analyzing, oh, you know, these videos approaching girls, these are getting a lot of views. Let's do more of these. That's what I built the channel on. Oh, you know, these videos with the kind of clickbait titles, that's not working anymore. Let's stop doing those. Well, it's gonna make failure impossible. From time to time, I'm gonna miss the mark, and I'm gonna have a period where my views dip down and things aren't going well, but I'm not gonna fucking stop. I'm gonna keep analyzing, and in the long run, I'm always gonna come back. I'm always gonna win. Anyway, bro, I know not all of y'all are trying to get big on YouTube, but these same 3 things can be anyone's competitive advantage in any field. Set a realistic bar to get started so there's no resistance. Take full responsibility. Everything's on you. Don't expect help from anyone else. And then just fucking pound away over the years. And failure is gonna be impossible.
I'm getting tired of losing faith in everything I see.
Now, little bits of Padel. Normally you see me play against Julia. Today we're gonna do something a little different. It's gonna be me and Julia playing against these 2 Irishmen behind us here.
They're going down.
We're gonna win this one?
Yeah.
Let's get it. All right, 3 random highlights from the match, starting with us on the near side, serving the Irishmen on the far side. They love us. Look at that beautiful backhand lob back to them. Julia and I taking the net position together. That's like the most crucial part of Padel, is moving up and back together so you can't be split. As you see a lot of volleys going here, backhand volley hard down the side. Julia, nice lob to try and keep that front court position. They hit a nice smash, but I beautifully placed that one down the side. They save it. Julia going right back at him. Beautiful shot. He couldn't return it. Now we're on the far side. Julia serving them. They lob me. Fuck that shit, bro. Look at that angle of me just smashing that shit out of there. Us serving them here. They lob me back. Try and play a low ball on them to catch them off guard down the center. They defend it. Nice lob so we can retake the net position. That's where all the points are won. You can see we're just trying to maintain the net position there. Low volley, low volley, low volley. Now we're starting to try and target this guy in the corner. That's one of the best strategies in Padel, is to get someone wrapped up in the corner. As you can see, Julia setting me up for the finisher. Good game, guys.
Cheers, boss.
Good game, guys. You guys almost had us.
It was a win for the Irish. Don't mind it. Garbage.
It was a close one. We were trading games back and forth. But in the end, the old Irishmen, they got us. That's a terrible Irish accent. I just heard it.
They're not even old.
I just heard it too. The old Irishmen, they got us.
We're actually getting better playing with each other. As long as we don't fight, we're Gucci.
And now to test how stable the footage on this little camera is with the built-in gimbal, I'm gonna put this ball inside of my pocket down here. And then I'm gonna start sprinting that way. The dogs are gonna follow me, and we'll see how stable this footage is. Wait, guys. Wait. 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 Okay, come on. I just watched that back. That's honestly impressive. I was sprinting full speed. That was buttery smooth.
So for dinner, David always sends me these Instagram reels, and he's like, make me this. And this one is like a taco-y, like burger kind of situation. We'll see how it goes. Your tacos, they were a bitch to make because only one of them fit on the pan, but here are your 3 tacos.
So y'all remember back for Christmas, Julia got me these 2 hot sauces. Very dangerously hot. Look, I've been putting in work. You can see how little of these is left. Going with the Triple X tonight. It looks like the inspiration video. 8 out of 10 on looks. 9 out of 10 experience. 9.5 out of 10 experience. If we ever went broke, Julia, you get a versatile. She could open us up a kitchen, and we'd squeak by on that.
Maybe like Beast Nation would come and support it.
Julia's Beast Nation Kitchen. And tonight, gonna check out a movie I've been looking forward to. Julia, give him the breakdown.
The Iron Claw with Zac Efron. It's like that fighting movie, like fake wrestling that like Logan Paul does.
This is different than Logan Paul.
How's it different?
I'm scared, man. It all out of control.
Out of 10.
It was like really sad and fucked up. I get like a 7, 8 out of 10.
Honestly, like a 6 out of 10. It was sad, but it was also kind of like boring. I don't recommend it, do you?
Yeah, I liked it.
So as promised, that entire video was shot on the Osmo Pocket 3, and I gotta say, this is a fucking 10 out of 10 camera. Like, I wish that this existed back when I got started on YouTube. It's so easy to use. You literally flip the screen open, and within like 1 second, it's turned on. It's ready to film. The audio quality was good. The battery life was amazing. Is it gonna replace my big camera? Nah, no bro, it's not. I appreciate having the better audio and image quality, but I am gonna start to use this in some videos because it's so small, which on one hand, when I was filming this video, walking around with this, it made me feel like a bitch because I'm used to holding the big camera, but it's super convenient and low profile. So if I'm in like the airport or I'm hanging out with friends and I don't wanna be lugging this fucking thing around, I am gonna start to use this. And it has some cool features like the auto tracking where I just double tap on my face and then now it's tracking my head. You probably saw I used that in several different shots. It makes it even easier to film alone. But yeah, man, I'm impressed with this thing. And just like that, we're back on the Osmo Pocket 3. If you made it to the end of this video, I appreciate you, bro. I'd recommend that you watch that video next. That's my most recent upload, and you don't want to miss it. Click there to watch it now, and I will talk to all of y'all in the next video. Stay beastly.